And you can see it's actually a very narrow path, more of a little trail. Wouldn't be a good place for somebody with a disability, I wouldn't say. And even though it is only technically a light ramble, but that's probably why people don't come here, because most of Glendalough, except for the very high bits, anybody can go there and walk around. If you're in a wheelchair, you can. That's a big appeal of the place. The dark side of Glendalough. Now we're going into the nice gloomy woodland area now, all fir trees. Very much forestry. And it's that's my holster again making that noise. But there's see this, obviously a lot of erosion, and so you wouldn't be walking through a muddy riverbed or stream bed. They put these railway sleepers, which is quite nice. It's very dark though. It's not, I mean, it's not a lot to see here, and to be honest, there's not a hell of a lot to see up there either. I think all the action is actually in the valley itself, or in the higher valleys, which are very exciting, which have carnivorous plants and things like that. Woodlands. I can hear airplanes, things you can't usually hear in Glendalough Valley. Now, the interesting thing about this side, when you come out over here, you can hear the road. Otherwise it's quite beautiful, but nothing amazing. Really, it's not spectacular in any way. It's actually a little bit of a disappointment. But anyway, we'll see. Now, the track here is so vague that you could, although here's the silver of the silver walk, you could accidentally just have kept walking if it wasn't for that there, because nothing is particularly spectacular about it. It's incredible to be in anywhere in Glendalough and walk a trail and not meet a single person, and that's what I've done. This is incredible, and it's not even a very long trail. It's close to both car parks, and I have not met a single person. It's amazing. Lovely river down here though. I'm going down to have a look at that. You can hear it. So here's the river, and you can see it's quite deep actually, and there's a dam at that end of it there, a weir, obviously to make it deep. It comes from down there. You can actually go all the way up there on the road, because you can actually see above the waterfall, you can see flashing lights of vehicles doing roadworks up there. So anyway, here are these mountain pond skaters, which are extremely big pond skaters. They're not the common pond skaters, they're really monstrously big. Anyway, this river is the Glendalough River, and it's important to remember Irish words and Scottish Irish or Scottish Gaelic are very closely related. So where they have loch, as in L-O-C-H, it's really more to do with pronunciation. We have loch, which is L-O-U-G-H. So it's L-O-C-H versus L-O-U-G-H. Both mean the same thing, lake, or it's like lack in Swedish or whatever. They're all related. So Glendalough is Glendalough, which is Glen of the two lakes. Daw is two, and Loch is Loch. And Glen is of course a valley, so it's pretty easy. So this river will be Glendalough, and that will be the valley, Glendalough Valley, and it connects with the bigger Glendalough Valley. It's not a bad little walk, but a little bit drab compared to what you can see in Glendalough on a lovely sunny day. But we'll have a good look in Glendalough anyway. There you go, the good old chocolate slug, chocolate mousse slug. I can hear the jay, but I can't see it. It's an awful call. It's a bit like a corncrake call. Where is he though? In there. See, he can see me, and then he started to move away. He's on the other side of a river, and he's still not happy. They are beautiful birds, though. In fact, I remember. Oh, that's terrible. Where is he? He's in there somewhere. I can't see him. One thing you will notice about the water up here is it's full of tannins. It looks like tea. It is basically tea due to the acidic conditions, and it's incredible. No people. So far I saw one person, a hiker walked by and said hello, and I saw two people hiking ahead of me, but that's it. Like, nobody passed me, and no one passed me on the main trail up in the hills. Amazing. There's so many waterfalls here. You wouldn't want to be drinking anything because you would feel like going to the toilet every 5 minutes. It's beautiful though. Look at that, like, this is just wild. Just gorgeous. Actually, I want to be standing right next to them. That's lovely.